What?
We haven't spoken to each other all day.
I know.
I don't want us to go on like that.
Neither do I. I can't stand it.
So what are we going to do about it?
I don't know.
Come here. Kiss me. Talk to me.
Oh, here they come. Mr. Bancroft. Mr. Bancroft. Tell us how you think the trial's going.
More about this Alexander.
Just a moment, please. We only have time to answer a couple of questions.
Well, Mr. Bancroft, would you care to make a statement about how you think the trial's progressing?
Well, I'm very pleased and very confident that after Miss Ewing has finished testifying, that there'll be no doubt in anyone's mind that the shooting of Jordan Scott was not a premeditated act on the part of my client.
Do you have any surprises in the defense of your client?
Well, there's always that possibility.
Well, can you tell us what it is?
You'll excuse me. We really have to get into the courtroom.
And now, the continuing story of Another World.
I think we should talk, too. I just don't think you're going to want to hear what I have to say.
Why do you say that?
Because you made it very clear yesterday that you don't want to hear about my family, and I've been trying very hard not to bother you with all that.
Don't twist my words.
I'm not twisting your words.
Then you're missing the point of what I'm saying.
You made your point very clear yesterday. You don't want to hear about my family.
No, I don't want to hear about your family at the exclusion of what's happening with us.
What's happening to us?
We're being pulled apart by your family. I just wish you'd think of us as much as you think of them.
I do think of us.
But it's always talking about Jamie or
I'm
Matt.
concerned about Jamie.
But does it have to take precedence over us?
Look, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I mean, my son is in the hospital right now because he almost overdosed on drugs. Russ says that he should see a psychiatrist. I can't get in to see him myself, and I go over to see Mac, and Mac tells me to leave him alone.
I still don't understand why you went to see Mac.
Because he's his father. I mean, he's been his father for a long time. He loves Jamie, and Jamie's in trouble.
Well, maybe that's what bothers me. You could have come here. You could have come to see me, but you went running back to Mac. I'd like to be the one to help you.
How could you have helped me with this?
I could have listened for a start.
Well, just maybe that wouldn't have been enough, not this time. Ooh. It's terrible.
Oh, it's just a couple scratches. Could have fixed it myself, but...
For what?
Well, I come here and I get to see you.
Thank you.
Hey, easy.
Now, come on, be brave.
All right. Uh-huh.
Now, how did this happen, anyway?
It's a long story. It's a long story.
Would you calm down, please?
Okay.
Okay, Tom. So tell me about it. One thing.
No, it's too boring. It's very boring.
So bore me.
Well, there was this real cute little cat caught up in a tree and it couldn't get down. So this little girl, cute little girl, went up to the tree, to try to get the cat out of the tree, and she couldn't get down.
So you, give me your hand.
What?
You went up in the tree and you rescued the little girl?
No. The fire department did.
Well, if the fire department rescued the little girl, how'd you hurt your hand?
Who do you think got the cat down?
You mean you rescued the cat?
Yeah, what's so funny about that? It wasn't very easy, you know.
I'm sorry.
What? Here you go.
I'm sorry. I can't help it. There we go. She survived, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold still.
Okay. Ready? Yeah. Okay.
Stay right there.
Good. Where you going?
All right.
What? For what?
I think you should have a tetanus shot.
What? You know, you and your brother are a bunch of worrywarts.
Yeah, we make quite a team, don't we?
Yeah, you're a barrel of laughs.
Yeah, could I have Dr. Rick Holloway paged? Please ask him to come to ECU exam room number 1. Thank you.
Kit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah?
You wanna have dinner with me tonight?
Are you asking me for a date?
Yeah, it sounds that way. Yeah.
I'd love to.
All right, good. I'll pick you up at 8, okay?
Hey, wait a minute.
What?
You got a shot coming. Where do you think you're
Oh,
going?
no, yeah, I forgot. You know, I really do think I need something.
Okay.
It hurts.
I'll give you some aspirin.
No, that's not exactly what I had in mind.
What did you have in mind?
We kiss it.
What?
What? Come on. It couldn't hurt, could it? Come on. Just one little smooch. Come on. Give me another one. What?
What's this? A new hospital procedure?
Oh, it sure beats aspirin.
Now, Miss Ewing, would you please tell the court about your relationship with Jerry Grove?
We're good friends.
But you were once married to him, were you not?
Yes?
And since divorced?
Yes?
And why was that?
I had to.
You had to. Someone was twisting your arm, making you divorce Jerry Grove?
Objection.
Sustained.
Miss Ewing, would you please explain to the court why it was you felt you had to divorce Jerry Grove?
Jordan Scott had become interested in me.
And that was cause enough to divorce him?
I was afraid Jordan might do something to hurt Jerry if I didn't go with Jordan.
Did you love him?
I did for a time, yes.
Did you love him when you married him?
I grew to love him.
You're not answering my question, Miss Ewing. Did you love him when you married him?
No.
Then why did you marry him?
Please answer the question, Miss Ewing.
I was selling information to the company.
Where did this information come from, Miss Ewing?
Jerry.
Would you please speak up? I don't believe the court can hear that.
It came from Jerry. He was on the narcotics squad.
Do you mean to say that you married Jerry Grove in order to get information from him? Information which you were then selling to the company?
Yes.
Blaine.
I'm sorry, Jerry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I loved you. Jerry, I did love you.
I'm going to be a little late getting home today.
Why?
Well, I thought I'd drop by the ice rink for a little while after work.
Oh. Are you, thinking about getting back into hockey?
I've been thinking about it.
But if you do that, aren't you going to be traveling a lot?
No, not if I join up with the Bay City Blues. They don't do that much traveling.
Well, what about your job with the paper?
How come all the questions?
Isn't a wife supposed to be interested in what her husband does?
What are you talking about, wife, husband? What's all that?
Well, I've been doing a lot of thinking. And I've decided that I want to marry you.
You do?
Yeah, I do. And I want a big church wedding, Leigh, and I want a big wedding reception so that all of our friends can come.
A big wedding?
Yeah. What's the matter now? Don't you want to marry me?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
That isn't it.
Then what is it? I mean, you're the one who brought up marriage in the first place.
I know.
Okay.
I do want to marry you.
Okay, then what's the problem?
I guess the idea of a big wedding scares me.
What's there to be scared of? I'll be there, too. I'm scared.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I guess you will.
Yeah. Will you think about it? And say yes.
Hey, hi, handsome. Hey, something wrong?
I got another call from Ilsa.
About me, right?
No. Sandy. She knows you talked about the book.
So, what is she going to do?
She wants him killed. She wants me to help her.
You? How?
I don't know yet. She says she's going to send 2 of her people out here.
Well, didn't you try to stop her?
Of course I tried to stop her. There was nothing I could do.
Well, you're not going to help her, are you?
I don't know. I don't want to.
But what?
It's nothing. Look, Melissa, I will do everything in my power, all I can to delay them.
Delay them? Delaying isn't going to do it. I've got to warn him. To call him now.
Melissa, please.
What are you doing?
I want you to stay out of it. I don't want you getting hurt, too.
Thank you.
You tell Sandy to be careful.
I will.
Now, according to our information, you were once acquainted with someone by the name of Hazel Parker. Is that correct?
Yes.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, I knew her.
Now, would you please tell the court who this Hazel Parker was?
She was the wife of my brother's former partner on the police force, Bud Parker.
Yes, now, Hazel Parker was also in the business of selling information to the company, was she not?
Yes.
In fact, she resented your cutting into the action, didn't she?
She didn't like it.
Well, it was a little more than her just not liking it, wasn't it?
What?
Well, isn't it true that Hazel Parker became so angry with you that as part of her revenge, she actually tried to kill your own brother, Larry Ewing?
She's answered the question, Miss Ewing.
Yes, that's true.
Now, Miss Ewing, you seem to me a woman who knows what she wants and knows how to go about getting it. And like Hazel Parker, you don't let many things stand in your way, do you?
Objection.
Sustained. Mr. Colton, before you continue, I think I'd like to call a recess for lunch. We will resume again at 2 o'clock.
I think you're getting interested in Joey again.
You're wrong, Rick.
Just, will you let me give you some brotherly advice?
And what is that?
Will you just be careful what you're doing?
I'm not doing anything.
You're dating him, aren't you?
You're only going out to dinner. So we like each other. And we were married. And when it ended, it's fairly friendly.
Yes, that's precisely my point.
What is wrong with you? I thought you liked Joey.
I do like Joey.
Then what is the problem?
I don't know. I guess that's none of my business.
That's right. It's not.
I just hope that you're not going to Joey on the rebound because of you and Jerry.
Come in and lock the door.
Said you had a job you wanted done?
That's right. Sandy Alexander. I want you to take care of him for me.
You here in Vegas?
Unfortunately not. He's in a place here called Bay City.
How do you want it handled, Ilsa?
This is a very special assignment. Mr. Alexander has given me a great deal of grief. And I want his death to be very special.
Any time limit?
No. Take as much time as you want. Oh, by the way, there is someone in Bay City who might be able to help you out.
Who's that?
Jason Dunlap. He operates a place called The Connection, and he works for the company. I've already spoken to him, so he knows to help you out. But don't trust him too far. This is your first installment. The balance will come, as usual, when you finish the job. And when I hear from you, I want to be amused by your creativity.
It's gonna be all right, sis.
Oh, Larry, I'm so sorry.
I know, baby. I know.
Do you hate me now?
No?
You could have died because of me, you know.
Okay, all right. Just calm down, okay? That's all in the past. I just want to know one thing, Blaine.
What?
How come you didn't come to me earlier and tell me all of this?
I couldn't, Larry. I was afraid. I was so afraid you'd hate me.
Blaine, look, you know that would never happen. You're my sister.
What about Jerry?
I don't know. He's upset. You know, Jerry holds everything inside and then just explodes.
He hates me now, doesn't he?
I don't know. You're just gonna have to give him some time to cool down. And maybe he'll get over it.
I don't think he will. I saw the pain on his face.
But, baby, he had no business doing what he did today, storming out of the courtroom like that.
But I can't blame him, Larry. I hurt him very badly.
Court's ready to reconvene.
That sure looks good.
I see you haven't lost your appetite. Well, you've been a stranger around here lately.
Yeah, I know. I've been kind of busy. Got a new apartment and all.
So I hear. How's it going?
Great. Sally and I got it fixed up real nice.
Oh, yeah? Well, maybe you'll invite me up to see it sometime.
Consider yourself invited.
When?
Anytime. Can I have some milk with this, please?
Yeah, sure. Here, honey, cut it. Sit down. How's everything going at the newspaper?
Oh, okay. I've been thinking about getting back into hockey.
Hockey?
Yeah, the Bay City Blues are in town practicing. Thought I'd go down and check out the action.
Oh. Well, are you and Sally still going together?
Yeah. It's a little more than just going together, though, Ada.
What's that supposed to mean?
We're getting married.
You're getting married? What for?
Well, I love her, Ada.
Are you sure?
Yeah, sure, I'm sure. Besides, we're living together.
Oh, well, is that supposed to mean that you're in love?
No. But I do love her.
Well, okay, so you love her, but what's the big rush about getting married all of a sudden?
We're not going to get married until next June.
Oh, well, that's a help, I guess.
You don't think it's a good idea?
In a word, no. I've heard better. Do you really think you're ready to get married?
Why not?
You're too young. You got your whole life in front of you. You got plenty of time to get married.
Well, Sally and I want to spend our whole lifetime together. What's the sense in waiting?
Oh, boy, am I ever glad to see you.
Hey, what's the matter? Why are you so upset?
Listen, Jason talked to Ilsa again. She knows all about your testifying. She knows all about your talking about the book. And she wants to have you killed.
Yeah, well, that doesn't surprise me, Melissa.
Oh, will you just stop being so cavalier about this whole thing? She has sent some guys down to get you. And she has also asked Jason to help out.
Is he going to do it?
No. He told me what she said, didn't he?
Yeah, well, thank him for me, will you? Guess I'm going to have to be a little more careful from now on.
A little more careful? You're going to have to be a whole lot more than a little careful. She wants you killed. Maybe you can buy your way out.
All right, for $100,000. Look, I think it's probably gone a little beyond that, though, don't you, Melissa? Especially if she's as upset as you say she is.
It's worth a try, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe. Where am I going to get that kind of money?
Matt Corey.
I'm not going to do that, Melissa.
Why not?
Because I can't, Melissa. Look, Matt Corey's already been kinder to me than anyone else in my life. Now, I can't keep asking him to do for me. You know, even after he heard about my past in court, he forgave me.
Sandy, that's wonderful. Because if he could forgive you for all those past sins, maybe he'd be willing to give you the money.
Look, I'm not going to ask my father to bail me out, Melissa.
Oh, sometimes I really think you're stupid, you know? And I wonder why I even worry about you so much.
Well, maybe you shouldn't worry about me, Melissa. You've got problems of your own.
What is that supposed to mean?
There's something I think you should know about.
What?
Before I took that book into court, I read it again.
So what?
There's a name in it I think you'd find very interesting.
What name?
Jason Dunlap.
Now, Miss Ewing, just a few more questions, please. About the night that Jordan Scott was killed. Now, you say that you had gone to the house to search for this mysterious black book of his.
That's right.
And you say that you found the book.
Yes, I did.
All right, and then it was at this point that Jordan Scott returned home and discovered you there with the book. Yes?
Yes.
And would you please tell us what happened from this point?
Jordan demanded that I give him the book. He said he would never allow me to leave the house with it. He came at me and grabbed the book. At that time, he shoved me. I fell on the floor. And when I looked up again, he was coming at me. I was sure he was going to hurt me again. So I grabbed the gun.
You grabbed the gun and you shot him.
No, that's not how it happened.
All right, then tell us how it did happen.
I told him to stay away from me. But he lunged at me, and we struggled for the gun. And then...
And it was in the struggle that the gun was fired.
Yes.
I see. Well, that's it's very interesting, Miss Ewing. I'm just curious about one little thing, however. Where did this gun come from? this gun that you so miraculously grabbed in order to protect yourself?
It was on the table near the sofa.
How did you know it was there?
I saw Jordan put it there
When was that?
when we got back from New York.
I see. So in the great fevered pitch of emotional excitement when you were in fear of your very life, you had the presence of mind to remember that the gun was there and to grab it.
Yes.
Well, you're a very remarkable young woman, Miss Ewing, but I find that story just a little hard to swallow, as I do a number of things that you have been telling us.
It's not just a story. That's exactly what happened.
Well, I'm sure that's what you would have us believe. Yes, you would have us believe that you grabbed this gun practically out of thin air and that you accidentally shot Jordan Scott. But I believe, however, Mr. Scott was not shot by accident, but rather by a carefully thought-out plan which was meant to eliminate a person who was standing in your way of the company.
No, that's not true.
It isn't. Well, now, we've already seen your involvement with the company, the way you have climbed over the heads and backs of people to get where you wanted to go, beginning deliberately with Jerry Grove, a man whom you actually married in order to get information to sell to the company, a man who clearly did not know until today that he was being used by this woman.
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
The district attorney is beginning his summation.
Sustained. Mr. Colton, do you wish to continue questioning this witness? You will have a chance to make your summation when the defense has finished presenting its case. Understood?
Yes, of course, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I perhaps got carried away. No more questions.
Sorry to keep you waiting. What can I do for you?
Are you Mitch Blake?
Yeah, I am.
Denver Hobson.
Any kin to Ada?
Distantly. Why, do you know it?
We're good friends. What can I do for you?
Well, maybe I can do something for you.
How's it?
I represent a company called the Blackhawk Project.
Never heard of it.
It's a very large corporation with diverse interests. We're just establishing ourselves here in Bay City.
And what does this have to do with me?
Well, Blackhawk is interested in buying this entire building.
Well, I didn't know it was on the market. In fact, I just bought it myself.
Yes, I know, but Blackhawk is willing to make you a very fair offer for the gallery and apartment, which you could then lease back.
Well, I'm just not interested, or I'm just not sure that I'm interested in selling right now.
We'd be willing to make you a very fair offer.
It's more than fair. But I'm still not interested, well, I'm just not sure. Why the interest?
What?
This, Blackhawk project, why are they interested in this building?
I can't really answer that, Mr. Blake. I just know that Blackhawk is committed to buying this building and is willing to make the sale of your units worth your while.
Yeah, I can see that.
Then you'll change your mind.
I don't know. Do you need an answer right now?
Oh, no. Take your time. Think about it.
Well, I'd like to do that, and what I will do is get back to you.
Sure, and here, take my card. I can be reached there most any time. And thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Jason's name. That was in Ilsa's book?
Yeah.
Why? What was his name doing there?
I don't know. There wasn't any notation, just his name. But he was in Vegas with Tracy Merrill.
Wasn't that the singer who died in an explosion?
Yeah.
You think that Jason had something to do with that?
It's possible.
You think that Jason set that up?
It's a possibility you'll have to face, Melissa.
No. No. He's really not like the other Sandy. He's not a killer.
Maybe not, Melissa. But his name was down in black and white. And you know what happened to his last headliner, so be careful, okay?
Blaine, I only have a few more questions for you, and then you'll be through. Now, isn't it true, in regard to Jordan Scott and the company, that you tried always to protect your brother and Jerry Grove?
Yes, I did. Especially when I realized they were in danger. It's just that sometimes I realized it a little too late.
And in order to protect them from any harm, you often placed yourself in very dangerous situations.
I only did what I had to do.
And just recently, in order to save Jerry Grove, you submitted yourself to staying with Jordan Scott and suffering his abuse.
Yes.
Now, did you think that the only way out for you would be if Jordan Scott were dead?
No.
Did you ever think that there would be a way out for you?
For a long time, I thought there would never be a way out for me.
And what changed your mind?
I found out that Jordan kept records of his activities. And I felt that if I could get my hands on some of these records, or something that could prove what he was doing, then I could put him behind bars. Then maybe I'd be safe.
But you never considered killing him.
Oh, no. I could never kill anyone. I don't care how much I hated him.
No further questions.
You may step down, Miss Ewing. You may step down.
You went to see Mac? What for?
Well, I was hoping he could use his influence to get us in to see Jamie.
Rachel, you're divorcing the man, and the first thing you do when you have a problem is go running to Mac?
He's his father.
Step-father.
He considers him his son. He's always helped Jamie when he's in trouble.
I know that. I just don't understand what you're doing.
Well, I couldn't think of who else to turn to for help with this.
Okay, what did he say?
Well, he said he thought we should respect Jamie's wishes and, you know, not go in to see him until he wants us to.
Well, good for him. He's right.
I think Jamie needs his family right now.
Maybe Jamie doesn't need his family as much as you think he does.
I don't believe that. I really don't. You want some more? You're full.
Does Mitch know that you went to see Mac?
Well, that's a sore subject.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't understand Mitch sometimes. He says that he doesn't want me to talk about my family in front of him all the time, and then on the other side, he says that I shouldn't have gone to Mac. I should have come to him first.
He has a point.
Well, he can't have it both ways.
Look, Rachel, you have to look at it his way. You know, from his point of view. I mean, how is he going to feel if every time you have a problem, you go running to Mac?
He doesn't want to hear about my problems with my children.
Well, sure he doesn't. It's going to interfere with your life with him.
Well, what does he expect me to do? Just ignore my problems with Jamie?
No. But you could treat Jamie like an adult. You could give him credit for being able to handle his own problems.
He can't handle his own problems, Mom. Otherwise, he wouldn't be lying in that hospital room right now. I mean, that should prove the point.
Rachel, look, you're his mother. You have a right to be worried about him, but you haven't got any right to go barging in there when you're not asked. When Jamie wants your help, he'll ask for it. Now, you better stop this, or you'll destroy your relationship with Mitch, and then what'll you have?
Hey, babe. Hey, it's almost time for you to go to work. Aren't you coming out?
Yeah, I'll be out.
Melissa, you're not still upset about that phone call, are you?
No. No, it's something else.
So? Well, tell me.
Tracy Merrill.
Well, what about Tracy Merrill?
I'd like to ask you that same question.
Come on, Melissa, I don't know what you're talking about.
I talked to Sandy today. And he told me that your name was in Ilsa's book.
So it's in the book, so what?
Why was it in that book, Jason?
Well, that's because Jordan had called Ilsa and let her know that we were coming to town.
No. I don't buy that for 1 minute. No, see, I know that Ilsa never put anybody's name in the book unless it was something big. Something that she was going to do for them. Not because she was going to take them out and show them a good time around the town. No, she's got something on you, Jason. I know that, doesn't she? That's why she could call you. That's why she could ask you to help get rid of Sandy. What's she got on you?
Tracy!
She wasn't meant to die.
Who was?
Oh, no one, no. I wasn't thinking straight. I wanted her husband out of my life. Ilsa convinced me that there was a way.
By killing him?
Yeah, at first. But I changed my mind, Melissa. I went to her and I told her that I didn't want anything to happen to him.
What happened?
Ilsa told me it was too late. She said there was a bomb in the car and that it would go off at the airport. Then I found out that Tracy was in that car. She'd gone to the airport to meet her husband. So I went out there to try to warn her, but...
Jason, I'm so sorry.
I never meant for her to die. Oh, God, I never meant for anybody to die.
Didn't you? Oh. I didn't know. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, God, I don't let that happen.
No, don't blame yourself, please.
Why not?
It wasn't your fault. Ilsa's such a persuasive woman. She's awful.
Yeah, I know. And now I'm caught right in the middle.
Hello, Jerry.
What do you want, Blaine?
I want to talk to you.
I don't think there's anything that you can say, not now.
Well, there is. And I'm not leaving until you've heard me out.
When I came in and you weren't here, I thought maybe... Well, I owe you an apology. I've had time today to think a lot, and you're right. I have to try and put my past behind me. I mean, we've just got to concentrate on us. That's the only way.
I wasn't saying for you to forget your family. I hope you know that.
I know.
I just don't want you to take our relationship for granted either.
Forgive me.
I know you're going through a lot. And I want to help you, but you gotta let me help you.
I will, I promise.
May I sit down, Jerry?
If you like.
Jerry, I'm very sorry about today. I didn't want you to find out that way. I tried to tell you before, I really did.
Blaine, you used me.
Yes, I did. But I want you to know that I loved you. I did. By the end, I...
That's really strange. Because it all started with my loving you.
Please.
You know, it is all over between us, Blaine. I could never trust you again. Now, if you don't mind, I've got someplace to go. If you would like to stay, that's fine. Just lock the door behind you when you leave.
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Another World.